Hi, this video is for Tuesday, October 20th. Tuesday, October 20th. Oh, let me share my screen. We are going to start off with our daily packet. So we are on daily packet, Unit 3. Oh, here it is. Unit 3, Week 1, Day 2. Day 2. Okay, so let me make this nice and big. Our high frequency words are these up here. We have the word again, below, carry, does, 8, like the number 8, find, house, laugh, mother, school. So we're going to see which word fits which sentence the best. So here we go. We have, I live in a big, probably house. Number 2, I hope to see you, probably again. Let me add my periods. They have some there, but my word, I'm writing a little bit big. I like to go to school every day. You're funny. You make me laugh. This is too heavy. Can you carry it? I can't my book anywhere. I can't find my book anywhere. So if I cross these out, I cross off house, school, again, carry, find, laugh. So there are a few words that just don't get used. So they're there. Below, does, mother, and 8. But we'll maybe use them here in the next part. Where is your mother? So we're going to answer that question using our word bank down here. So we're going to start off with my. And I can tell that because it starts with a capital M. My mother went, and I can tell that school is going to be the last word because it ends in a period. My mother went to school, period. We're going to complete the subtraction problems below. So when you have the last number being subtracted, the second number being subtracted, and your answer, a way you can figure out what the first number is by adding the last 2 digits. I'm going to go 2 plus 10 gives me 12. So now if I go 12, take away 2, that's 10, which is true. 9 minus blank is 5. When this happens, when it's the first number, we can just subtract 9 minus 5, and that's going to give me my missing number here. 9 minus 5 is 4, which makes this true also. 9 minus 4 is 5. So here the number is at the end. So I'm going to add these 2 numbers. 8 plus 4 is 12. So 12 minus 8 is 4. Kind of thinking about this as like a fact family. 8 plus 10 is 18. So 18 minus 8 gives us 10. Here we have 7 minus something is 2. So if I go 7 minus 2, that gives me 5. 7 minus 5 is 2 also. And then lastly, if I go 5 plus 1 is 6. 6 minus 5 is 1. Okay, so this here is our lesson for today. For math, we are going to be comparing numbers. So we'll get to talk about it during math time, but it's kind of cool that we get to practice it twice. So I talked about this yesterday, but our little open mouths, we're going to think about them as little alligator mouths. And we always want those alligator mouths open to the big number because it's so hungry, it will always open up to the bigger number. So 94 and 43, I'm going to look at the numbers, and I know that 94 is bigger, so my mouth is going to open to 94. But between 23 and 43, 43 is bigger. Something that might be helpful to you is from your blue folder. In your blue folder, you should have a hundreds chart. Or actually, you know what? Sorry, not your blue folder. It's in your orange folder. It's that very first page. This might help you know, help you see which ones are bigger. So the bigger ones are going to be towards the bottom right corner. So as you go down and to the right, they're going to get bigger. So something that might be helpful during these lessons. Between 74 and 92, we're going to open up to 92, which is bigger. And sometimes this will happen. The numbers will be the same. 70 and 70 is the same, so we're going to write an equal sign in the middle of those two. 86 and 92, 92 is bigger. Between 134 and 112, 134 is bigger. Okay. And our last word problem we have here, Tanya has 18 pens and lost 3. Sammy has 14 pens. Who has the most pens? Ooh, this is a 2-step word problem. So first we need to find out how many pens Tanya has. So she had 18, she lost 3. So I'm gonna think in my head, 18 minus 3 gives me 15. So Tanya has 15, that's Tanya, and Sammy, they just gave it to us, she has 14. So who has the most pens? 15 is bigger, so that means Tanya has the most pens. Tanya has the most pens. Okay. So here's our homework calendar. We just completed Unit 3, Week 1, Day 2. We're going to continue with our pamphlet, Unit 3, Week 1 pamphlet. So the first piece is our word sort. I'm going to use my daily packet just so I can see the words at the same time. Oh, oops. You know what? Let me actually use I have another pamphlet somewhere. Here it is. Oh, I think this will be easier to see actually, just because they're a little bit bigger. So words, so let me grab my highlighter. Words with U, and then there's going to be some letter in between and end in E. Those words are going to go here. Words with EW will go here. UE will go there, and then just U will go there. Okay, so let me, and I'll leave my highlighter out for after. So the word few is EW, so I'm going to write that here. And I'll highlight after just because I'm writing in a pen marker and I don't want to smear it yet. So few. Cube is one of these special words that it has a U, it has a letter in between, and then E. So cube goes with this group right here. CU, letter E. Letter B. Okay, January. So we're thinking about the U pattern that makes the U that says its alphabet name, long U. January. It just has letter U that makes that sound. So we're going to write January here with a capital J, because in English, our months are always capitalized. January. Rescue. Rescue, that oo sound is with UE. So we're going to write that here with the UE word. Rescue. Cute goes over here with cube where it has CU, a letter, and ends in E. Cute. So there's a letter in between the U and the E. Those are these words. Menu, the U sound comes with just the letter U, so menu will go here. Huge will go with this group. It has HU, a letter, which is the letter G, and then E. U, letter E. U, some other letter, E. Okay. Fuel has the UE. UE is right here. Fuel, UE, makes that long U sound. Music, this one is with just U. Music. And then use is this pattern. U, letter, E. And that letter is letter S. So we have our word sort here. So I'm just going to highlight that pattern now. So we have EWs here with just U, January, menu, music, rescue, UE, fuel, UE. And then these are all the ones that have U, some letter, and E. U, a letter, E. U, a letter, E. So our spelling pattern. vocabulary. So I'm going to go right next door. I wrote a little note. I always like to write a little note for what these words mean. And then we're going to write down what word fits the blank the best. So, put this to the side for now. We have the word dry, which means not wet. Fragile is something easily broken. Hot is like hot weather, maybe hot fire. Harsh, meaning something that's rough or tough. Barren is something kind of like plain land is where we're going to use this word. Plain meaning no plants, no trees. It's just pretty like bald. Waddle, you can kind of imagine a duck waddling. So here we have number 1, glass broke when it fell on the floor. That's probably fragile. Penguins, that was my, right? I said penguins. You can imagine them waddle when they walk. Wet clothes will dry in the sun. The stove was too hot to touch. The desert is a barren and empty place. So in the desert, there's not very many trees, plants. The harsh, the rough winters in the North Pole make it hard for people to live there. Okay, so the last piece for our pamphlet or homework is your sentences. So that's in the back here. So you get to write 5 sentences for your spelling words, and you want to remember to write a capital letter at the beginning of each sentence. You want to make sure your spelling word is spelled correctly and that you have some kind of punctuation at the end of your sentence. So just remember to do that little mental checklist for each of your sentences. Okay. So that was our second activity, pamphlet, spelling word sort, our vocabulary, and our 5 sentences, which now brings us to our benchmark activity. So our home activity for benchmark is, we're going to start the story, The Coldest Place on Earth. So we are on page 6. So we're only reading 6 and 7. So just these 2 pages today. We're going to break this into 2 pieces. Tomorrow we'll read 8 and 9. So here's pages 6 and 7. We're going to read the selection aloud, and then we're going to look at the word barren, which I actually highlighted. I highlighted barren and harsh because these were vocabulary words. If you want to highlight them or underline them, you can. Barren, sorry about that. I'm not sure what happened. It kind of paused on me here. So anyway, we're focusing on the word barren. Barren. While we read this story, we're going to look up the word barren and use it in a sentence. So here's The Coldest Place on Earth, pages 6 and 7. Brr. Covered by a thick blanket of snow and ice that never melts, Antarctica is the iciest, windiest, and emptiest place on Earth. Its barren landscape has no trees and few plants. Some people visit, but none live there. Only a few tough animals can survive. Oh, sorry, thought I saw a period there. Only a few tough animals can survive Antarctica's harsh winters. One of them is an amazing bird. Then down here we have a picture of Antarctica. We can see it here on a map, and it says here this caption: Antarctica is the frozen land around the South Pole. And then here it shows Antarctica on our map. Page 7, meet the emperor penguin. These barrel-shaped birds can't fly. They're too heavy and their wings are too short. They can't walk too well either. These penguins spend most of their lives in the freezing cold sea. A thick layer of blubber or fat and shiny feathers act like a heavy waterproof jacket. And then down here we see a picture of an emperor penguin and some of them swimming. And it says here, the penguins find fish eat in the sea. So barren, I'm actually going to look in my own little dictionary down back here because I've already defined this. It says few or no trees and plants. So I'm just gonna actually underline that in the sentence because it says the same thing really. Barren landscape has no trees and few plants. So that is us completing the activity for today. So it was a quick one. Reading the selection, looking up the word barren, which we did. Oh, oops, we need one more. Use it in a sentence. I didn't see that part, sorry. So let's see, we said the desert is barren. Maybe we can say Antarctica is also barren, since we've already used it in Antarctica is barren. And we can kind of see that in the picture. I mean, we see mountains and snow, but we don't, I mean, in these pictures at least, we don't see any grass or trees or plants. It's pretty bald plant-wise. So there goes our short sentence. Maybe I'll underline barren. All right, so now we're completed with our benchmark activity, which now takes us to our topic 5, lesson 1 math. Topic 5, lesson 1. So the lesson is models for tens and ones. So we have pictures of our Unifix cubes that are connected, and it says circle groups of 10. So anytime you see a group together, that is a group of 10. So we have, it says circle the groups of 10. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So I have 4 groups of 10. And then how many ones? I have 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 ones. If we smush them together, this is similar to what was in our daily packet before. If we smush them together, it makes the number 44. Okay, now we're going to do that here for number 4. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I have 10 ones, oops, sorry, 10 tens, 0 ones. And if I smush that number together, if I have 10 tens, that equals 100. No ones, there's none that are left over that don't make a group of 10. Okay. At the bottom, we're going to do a little bit of some number patterns. So we have 4, 14, 24, 34. So we're counting by 10. Then they'd go 44, 54, 9, 29, 39. So this one's also going by tens, but using the 9. 9, 19, 29, 39, 49, 59. So that's finishing up our patterns. It's getting a little dark in here. Okay, I'm going to go to the back side. Kayla has a photo album. Each page holds 10 photos. So she has 2 full pages, which we can see here. 1 full page of 10, another full page of 10, and then she has 5 left over. How many photos does Kayla have in all? So she has 2 tens, 5 ones, which makes the number 25 photos. So this is kind of like a little riddle mystery. It says this number has 3 ones. Okay, so I can write 3 in the ones place. But now the tens is a little trickier to figure out. It says it has 1 more 10 than it has 1. So we need to make 3 be 1 more. So 1 more than 3 is 4. What number is it? The number is 43, letter D. Okay, what are 2 ways to show the number 25? So we can show it this way. We can say tens, ones. So we can say it's 2 tens, 5 ones. We can also show it in pictures. We can draw 2 groups of 10 and 5 little guys that are left over. So 25 shown in 2 different ways, in separating it by tens and ones and in a picture with our Unifix cubes. Okay, so that is our topic 5 finishing lesson 1 sheet. Don't forget to work on your quick check online for this lesson. and practicing your Español Lección 4. And with this, you will be completed with your homework for Tuesday, October 20th. See you tomorrow. Goodbye.